One of my favorite things about this time of year is waking up to the crisp air, foggy vision, and the morning dew. I love how peaceful and grounding the earth feels in these quiet moments, when all my ears can hear are the crickets and birds chirping and a soft trickling of water. I think it's mornings like these that are often overlooked. People look forward to autumn for all the vibrant leaves and golden light, but few wake up and notice the foggy stillness. The way the wildflowers all slowly fade, insects quietly disappear, and the corners of leaves turn crispy before they fall. On this particular September weekend, we loaded up the van and went camping for a few days, getting ourselves into nature for some much-needed quiet time. We woke up to a blanket of fog and drank our coffee as we watched the haze dissipate to reveal a beautiful island. Watching this view unfold before me, I felt inspired to paint again, so I unpacked the watercolors and played around with capturing the beauty of this view. There's something so magical about plein air painting, especially when I'm able to let go of any thoughts of perfectionism and just play with the textures, pigments, and the feeling of my brushstrokes on paper. While we were sitting cozy in the shade of the trees, the sunlight hit the aquatic plants that were out in front of our campsite, and everything turned golden. That vibrancy was so fun to translate onto paper. Countless numbers of birds were constantly dancing around in the sky, and blue herons and cranes hunted in the shallow waters. Leaves were dropping all around, and it finally felt like fall had reached us. Pepin was really happy too, and loved sunning himself every minute that he wasn't demanding his ball get thrown. Many things, from the birds to the insects, seemed to be out enjoying the last bit of warmth in the air as well. I felt especially grateful this trip for my van, and even though it still isn't nearly finished, I'm incredibly happy to be taking it on adventures and utilizing this special space. I love that the front of the van is a cozy little sunroom area, which is perfect for journaling and even more perfect when I open the doors to let the autumn air through. I've been journaling and daydreaming a lot about cozy spaces, especially as the seasons change. As I journal about the intricate details of nature I've witnessed lately, I think also about what I want to incorporate more of into my life. I found myself studying plants and their structures everywhere I go, and using that inspiration to not only paint, but also to learn more about them and the natural world. Making meals and baking is something that both Justin and I love doing. He especially loves grilling and baking breads, while I lean more towards veggie bowls and soups. We love creating meals together, and on this day, he made this focaccia topped with veggies and baked it over the campfire. We both burnt our mouths taking the first bite, but it was so delicious, it was worth it. I also desperately wish that I had land for my own garden, as the thought of growing fruits and vegetables and crafting homemade meals makes me so excited. It is harvest season in Minnesota now, and while I don't have a garden, I do appreciate all the farmers that bring their produce to the farmers market every week, and the co-op that supplies locally grown food as well.
Dope, folks. Not spongy at all. What are you talking about? Oh!
We soaked up the last of the warmth and summer sunshine by hiking and swimming in the chilly river. This dragonfly had such beautiful colors and patterns that I had to capture it on camera. It was struggling with a broken wing, but soon was able to fly away to happily join its friends in the sky. Evenings were filled with meditation, journal sessions, and yoga, as well as sitting in the grass in the golden light and laughing together as we shared our glass of wine. The birds danced above the river water and the water lilies, and the sound of insects hung in the air. Our nostrils filled with a mixture of the sweet smell of the last flower blooms, the earthiness of the fallen leaves, and the familiar smokiness of the campfire. The sun went low in the sky, leaving us with a faded sunset that many would overlook, yet we savored every minute. And as I sat by the fire in hopes of the smoke scaring off the mosquitoes, my mind wandered to the last few days. It seems this camping trip was a reminder that while we often expect certain things, like fall to be full of color and vibrancy, the moments that challenge our expectations are often what teach us the most.